That's it. I'm going to the shop. So it seems I got a slight organization problem in the house. Almost as bad as the shop, but not quite. So I got some scrap offcuts of cedar pickets that I started with on other projects and never really seemed to burn up yet. I think it's time that we do a quick dirty little build to try to make my organization in the house a little bit less worse. Let's build it. Going to start this off with just cutting two 45-degree angles on the end of these two scraps. Then I'll just line these up to the counter edge, get a measurement, and got some custom spacers going here. These are patent pending, don't rip them off. Go ahead and get that length done up on a smaller piece so I can actually get the depth of this project. Then I'm just putting a 45-degree angle on it, setting a stop block, and putting a 45 on the other end. Do this to two pieces, so I got both my sides done, and then I just got the front and back to take care of. Stop block is a lot of times overlooked, and sometimes it's the easiest way to batch things out. Got my ends taken care of, so we'll do the front and the back here. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball guesstimate here. Do some more 45s after I set another stop block up for that length. You'll notice I did have another spacer in between the jars. That'll come into play a little bit later. Now I'm just gonna throw a little bit of glue on here, let it tack up, and then probably re-glue it, and we'll get this all clamped up. Now I'm just gonna let it dry. While I'm letting this dry up, I do want to put a spacer in there, and I was thinking about a bottom, and I think I'm probably just gonna go with some strips, much like I did on my produce basket, which if you haven't seen that build, I'll go ahead and link that below in the description. But we'll have, looks like 8 1/8 for length, and for a center divider we'll be at 4 1/4. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark those up, get them cut out while this dries. Just like the produce basket and the harvest basket, I'm keeping this really simple. These boards are 9/16 inch thick, so I'll just square off these little slats to 9/16 to keep them square. Gave this a little bit of time to dry. We'll go ahead and get her out of the clamp. And I went ahead and took care of the bottom pieces, which will go in like this. And then a spacer, which will go in vertically. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those put in now. Well, so much for a reprieve from all those warm temps. As you can tell, it's getting pretty warm in this shop again. But I did take this time, since the glue's setting up quick. I got my bottom two slats put in. I got a divider put in. Got her all clamped up. And I'm going to take this time to go get something cool to drink, let this fully cure, and then I'll be out to do a little bit of sanding and get it ready for finish. I'm just going to do a real basic finish on this, just going to shoot it with some lacquer since it won't be seeing any outside use at all. It's just going to be sitting on the counter and out of the sun, so I think lacquer should be a pretty solid choice for this. And after this side dries, I'll flip it over and shoot the bottom. Looks like our project's all dried up now. I'll bring it over and let you see what we got. Let me bring you down to the bench. So what we got, just real simple, basic tray made out of cedar. Use this, number one, because I had it. Number two, because it matches the little harvest basket that I made. And what this is for is my snacks. Just like you saw in the intro, kids can't seem to put anything back where it's supposed to go, so this will actually make something up for me. So these will have their perfect place. And these are actually apple slices and strawberry slices. These are both from last year. Kind of a big freeze drying nut, and when I can find a good deal on fruit or any other kind of food, I tend to freeze dry it. So this will look right in place right next to the harvest basket that I made on the counter, and matching isn't always a horrible thing. Well, that's going to wrap it up this time. Thanks for coming along with me, and if you found this borderline interesting or entertaining, how about dropping me a like, maybe a comment down in the bottom of what you would do different for this project, and if you're feeling like it, maybe a subscribe. Thanks for watching.